We're getting close to the end of getting this all set up. Hey guys, it's Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be setting up the pages that are going to start the section for my series. I have decided this year I am going to, instead of just writing down the numbers in this year's journal, which in fact, hang on, I have right here. So let's see. Instead of this, I have decided I'm going to go back to doing like a full list of the series because I know them by title more than I know them by number. And I felt like this, it wasn't necessarily confusing, but I feel like I didn't put all the information I needed on here. So while this worked, I'm going to go ahead and do it a little differently for 2025. So what I'm going to do is move that out of the way, get these 2 pages off the discs, and let's see where this goes. All right, so I do have, my Journal Say washi. I do also have, let's see, a couple from the washi tape shop and also more from Journal Say. So I don't know which one. I feel like this might be a good one for the series because you're kind of visiting different places, right? When you go on a journey throughout a book series. So I feel like maybe that might be a good correlation. And I did prep a couple stickers. Now, this said series completed all in one line. I decided to separate it because I wanted to use it with this particular sticker with the open book. So I'm going to use that. And then I'm not sure which book stacks I'm using, but I will be using some of those. I know I'm also going to use this washi on this side. So maybe I should do that first and then figure out where to go with the rest. So maybe that's not a bad idea. Okay, so I like this washi. This is from Robin. This was her spring collection, and I just thought it was so beautiful. And I decided I wanted this along the edge. And I might even do it on the back side of this page too. The back side here, this is going to be my physical TBR list. So I might do it on the back of there as well. We'll see. This one's all done. Okay. Now, all right, so that's one side. I think I am going to go ahead and just pop this on the other side as well. Let's see. I just love this washi because it actually goes really well, I feel like, with the outer edge here. This isn't going to be big enough. Okay, so we will use the other sheet, or the other strip, rather. Okay. All right, so that is that edge. And what's nice is it does actually cover that print there, so I don't need to do anything else with that. Now, because I'm actually going to go back to writing the titles in, I don't know if I'm going to go full on like I used to with all the crazy book covers and stuff. What I might just do is when I do start writing the series in here, which won't be until the end of this year, I don't know which series I might still get further ahead in that I've already got listed. So I was going to put some in here and then I thought that's probably not a smart move. I don't know exactly which ones I'm going to be reading or not. Now, you know what? I think I do still want some washi over here. But let's maybe do, should we do this one or this one? I kind of almost like this one. I wonder if I shouldn't do it across the top though, or something different, but I guess we can do it along the side, right? All right, let's do that. And then I'll also rip it along the way. So it's got a nice, like, torn edge. I gotta get it to stop sticking to me. Actually, let's do it this way. Be able to see it a little bit more easily. Okay. Now I think before I cut this, I'm gonna go ahead and just start ripping it. So we'll make it easier. I don't want it to stick down too hard and then I can't get it. Oh yeah, see, I'm tearing the paper here. Wow, okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to put a sticker there. Wow, that's like really tearing the paper. Geez, that's never happened here. Never did that before. Wow. All right, well. Oh my gosh. All right, well, I guess it's gonna be time to put a sticker there too. You know what? Let me grab one of my sticker books, guys, because I'm out of my Book Lovers collection from Robin. So let me go ahead and see what I have. Hold on. Okay, I found something that'll work. So in that For the Love of Books by Castetic Plans, there's these beautiful ones that have greenery. And since I went ahead and did like leaves on this side, I feel like the greenery and stuff would go well. So let's find something that'll work here. Let me first trim this off. I can't believe that did that. This whole time I've been using this washi tape and it's never done that. So crazy. But, you know, I mean, these are the realistic things that happen, and I'm not about to risk this page because that's already done and it's beautiful. So I just have to figure out what I need to do to fix this. So I feel like what I probably should do is pop this up at the top and maybe pop like one of these branches from this book up here. That might work. So let's actually put that down first. And then that works. I like that. Okay. So that gives a nice finish to the top. Now I'm going to have to do something along this side. So let's see what we can do. There's all kinds of different stickers in here. Oh, there's like a stack of books. There's some candles. Okay. All right. We can figure something out here. All right. Let's pop the stack of books here. I'm going to leave that up because I'm thinking I would like to do some greenery up the side there. And this should cover. Oh, and it does. There we go. So that covers it. It kind of almost looks out of place because that's not somewhere I would have put something like right in the middle of a page, but it'll still leave me plenty of room to write things. So I think it should be all right. Now, keep in mind, as the series grow and I start listing them, I will be adding more pages. So this is actually going to be like the back page of that. If I need to add anything, it will go between these two. So it'll end up being more like a Dutch door section. So let me go ahead and see about what we can do in this bottom corner here, because I feel like this page is done. I wasn't planning on putting that much decoration on it, but it is what it is. So I think we're going to focus on this page now. Let's go ahead and do that. I almost kind of like this bookcase. And since we're putting a lot of decor on the first page, we may as well put a lot of decor on this one, right? Because like I said, I'll have plenty of room in between. Okay, now I purposely wanted to get a little of that extra white space off the edge of the paper there. So let's go ahead and trim that off. Okay. That's not bad. We can live with that, I think. All right, let's see how we have this. Actually, I might add 1 or 2 more things here. Is that the first page? Yeah, okay. Let's add these little sprigs on the other page, I think. All right, let's move this. Keep it open to the right page just in case I need it. Okay. So, let's see. I almost feel like maybe one of these down here might make this a little bit more finished, and then maybe another one up there. There we go. That's better. And then maybe, or maybe one up here with something else. Let's try this. That'll work. All right, and then again, there's just a little bit that came over the edge there. All right. That works. Okay, not the way I was actually planning on doing it, but you know, quite often these things don't go the way you plan. So, all right, let's go ahead and get this back in the planner. And we'll talk about it for just a moment. Didn't need all the other stuff like I thought I was going to, so that's good. Okay. All right, so let's put this back in here. And take a look. Okay, so like I was saying, you know, I'll probably start 1 series or possibly 2 series here, depending on the length of them and how many titles I need to write out. I will probably, I'm thinking, like say for instance, I know the Susan Wittig Albert series, China Bales. I am somewhere in the middle of that series. So what I'm thinking I might do is start the book list from the book that I need to start with, make a notation of the, you know, how many I've read before, but then make a notation of the book I need to start with and then put that particular book cover on the page. So I think that's kind of how I'm going to do it. So if I have to start a series from the beginning, obviously it will start with the first book and that'll be the cover I use. But if I'm in the middle of something, I think I'm going to start with the cover and the title I need to go with. So I think that's probably the way I'm going to do it. Again, as I add more series, once I fill this page, I will probably add another page. And my guess is I'm probably just going to trim off maybe 1 inch off the edge and just leave them as Dutch doors. And then as they're getting filled in, I might add little sprigs of the eucalyptus or whatever, and just lightly decorate them because I really didn't want this much on there, but I kind of needed to balance it out. So I have no regrets. It turned out fine. I mean, sometimes things, you know, they happen. So, but in this case, I actually really do like the way it turned out. Again, not what I had intended, but it certainly looks nice. So the next thing I'm going to be working on is my physical TBR and you guys, the DNF graveyard. And that's pretty much, I'm going to do a section, I think, for future reads. And this is, you know, as I'm getting closer to the end of the year, this is going to be where I'm writing things down that I need to get into for the following year after that. In this section between here is where I'm going to put the recipes. And I'm probably not going to start a section for this because I'm going to take the one that we end up making for my 2024 planner and it's going to go in here. So that might be a little confusing, but I'm sure you guys will understand when I get it all put together. So really, this is an iffy page yet. I'm not sure how I want to decorate it, but literally these are probably the last 2 that are going to be done before like the holiday plan miss. The future reads I'll probably do then because I'll write in titles that I'm going to be using. So, you know, I think at this point, you know, we're pretty much close to the end of this setup. So literally one more video for these 2 pages, and then we're all done. And then basically we're set until we get to January and we start doing the January setups, which like I was showing you guys, I've already sort of made notes on. I will be doing a tip in that will have my favorite book and quote. Formats will be going here. Books read, pages turned, books loaned and bought will go here. And then my up next list will go here. So I kind of have already figured out the way I need to do it. I know how I need to decorate this. But January will probably be set up in 1 or 2 videos. And again, that's going to probably happen during Planmas in December. So until then, we have the DNF graveyard to go. And then we start on our monthlies, guys. In any case, I'm so glad you joined me today for my video. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great one, guys. Bye.